Hey everybody, Reverend Matt Rawl here at the Flying Heart Brewery in downtown Bossier City, and we're here for Ash Wednesday. Clay Harris is going to join me in just a moment here on our Facebook live stream from the Louisiana Conference. Today is Ash Wednesday. It's the first day of the season of Lent. It's a season of preparation. It's a 40-day season where we get ready, we prepare our hearts and our souls for Christ's resurrection. And Ash Wednesday is the first day of that season. Ash Wednesday is a day to remember that we aren't here forever, that every day is precious, every relationship is precious, every breath that we take is a gift. And Ash Wednesday is a day to call attention to that. In the Methodist Church and in many other denominations, what we do is we take ashes here. I have some ashes here. And these are from Palm Sunday palm branches that we have burned. So we have the ashes here. And then we take these ashes and mix them with oil. This oil happens to be from the Holy Land that I picked up last time I was over there. And we mix that up. And what we do is we take the ashes and we make the sign of the cross on your forehead. And we say, "Remember that you are dust, and to dust you shall return." Ash Wednesday, and Clay is here, I think, trying to bring him in on the conversation. I'll let our tech team work on that. But when we make the sign of the cross on your forehead, and we say, "Remember that you are dust, and to dust you shall return." And it's not so much about our finitude, it's not fatalistic so much as it is recognizing that we're not here forever, and that we're here because of God's grace, and every day is important. But we're here at the Flying Heart Brewery. We also have another group over in Shreveport at Rhino Coffee, and we're here just to listen to what's on your heart, to offer prayer if you have something to say, a joy that we might celebrate, or a concern that we can share and carry together. Also, if you're not familiar with the church, we have cards here from umc.org/findachurch, so you can get connected. And I'd love it if you got connected with the United Methodist Church, or get connected with a faith community that can walk with you on your faith journey. It's important to find a faith community in which you hear God's voice calling you into service of Christ. Love that for that to be the Methodist Church, or if it's the Catholic Church or Baptist Church, get connected with a faith community. The world will be better for it. So join us here at the Flying Heart Brewery in downtown Bossier City, or over at Rhino Coffee. Clay, if you're watching, can you let me know if that's the downtown Rhino, or is that the Rhino kind of in the middle of Shreveport? I see Todd Rossnagel has joined us. Emily is joining us as well. Hey, Emily. Hope to see you soon. So yeah, today is when we kick off this 40-day of preparation. So what happens during the season of Lent? Right? It's 40 days minus Sundays. So Clay says it's the downtown Rhino in downtown Shreveport. Lent is a 40-day season of preparation minus the Sundays. So if you're looking on the calendar, it's actually 40 days, not counting the Sundays. Clay is over at the corner of Texas Street and Louisiana Street, so go check out Clay over there. If you're closer to Shreveport, if you're closer to Bossier City, come check us out. We'll be here from noon till about 1 o'clock. We'd love for you to join us so that we can hear your prayers, to offer ashes if you'd like to have ashes on this important day. So 40 days of Lent, right? So it's a season of preparation. Sometimes we give something up for the season of Lent. Sometimes we take something on, like a new spiritual discipline or a new spiritual practice. The point of it, whether we give something up or take something on, it's to bring us into a deeper communion with God through Christ in the power of the Holy Spirit. So giving something up. Sometimes we give up chocolate, or we give up eating pizza or something like that. And that's fine if that's what you need to get you into a deeper connection with God. The point isn't to give up something and then take it right back on come Easter Sunday, right? It's supposed to be something that is a barrier, something that is a hurdle between you and God. And you know what that is, right? It's not my job to tell you what that is. You know what that hurdle is, what that struggle is with you. Maybe it's putting down social media. Maybe it's leaving work early so you can spend more time with your kids. Sometimes in the season of Lent, we pick something up and we carry something, like a new spiritual discipline, like maybe adding daily prayer. Maybe you haven't been praying a whole lot lately. That's okay. We are a people of grace. But maybe the season of Lent is a time where you pick up daily prayer. One of my rhythms is I pray the 51st Psalm. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from your presence, and take not your Holy Spirit from me. I know I'm not perfect, and that's my daily prayer, is recognizing that, but asking for God to create in me a new spirit and offer me newness of life every day. So maybe you pick up prayer during this 40 days, or maybe you start volunteering at a soup kitchen, or the local library, or in a public school, or in your church. Pick up that extra volunteer moment so that you can be in service. So the season of Lent, we put things down that are barriers between us and God and us and our neighbor, but sometimes we pick something up that is a spiritual discipline that will make us into the image of Christ. I find it amazing that when Jesus was talking to his disciples, and Jesus did some pretty incredible things, feeding the hungry, opening the eyes of the blind, serving people, but he told the disciples that my followers will do greater things than I. And that's humbling. It's also astounding that Jesus says we will do even greater things than he is. That doesn't mean that we will walk on water faster than Jesus. I know the Olympics are going on right now. I hope you saw Shaun White last night get the gold medal. It was really cool. It's not that we're going to walk on water faster than Jesus. It's just that us together will multiply the work of Jesus. For example, Jesus fed 5,000 people. But if all of our churches together started feeding people, how many people would we feed? Not 5,000. Maybe 5 million, right? So let's see Michelle. Michelle has joined us. Hey, Michelle, how are you? So join us as we kick off this 40-day season of preparing ourselves for the resurrection. And we have to prepare ourselves for the resurrection, right? In all of the resurrection accounts, women come to the tomb. Interesting that it's like the one thing all the Gospels agree on is that women were at the tomb. And that Mary Magdalene was there. They go to the tomb, and the tomb is empty, and this fills them with awe and also great fear. What does this mean that Jesus is alive? That Jesus is telling us that we will do even greater things, more amazing things than Jesus did. I hope that gives you a sense of fear, or maybe a sense of awe and wonder, and a sense of humility as well. In other words, if Jesus is alive and our story ends with life and not death, then maybe there actually isn't anything to fear. And maybe that fearlessness starts with naming and claiming our own brokenness, in our own failures, and recognizing that we aren't perfect. Like, that's a really great place to start, is that we do have more to learn, we do have more to give. We're not whole, and maybe that's where this starts. Asa, good to see you. A happy love on this ad. Oh, that's right. It's Valentine's Day too. What an interesting combination of Valentine's Day also being on Ash Wednesday, and just to make matters complex and super interesting, Easter is on April Fool's Day today. Like, I cannot wait for the children's moment on Easter Sunday, with it also being April Fool's Day. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet, but it's going to have some kind of beautiful marriage between the two, and it's going to be great. So today is also Valentine's Day, and Valentine's Day, it's a holiday recognizing a saint, Saint Valentine, right? And it was in the 3rd century where St. Valentine tried to convert Claudius II to Christianity. And Claudius didn't take lightly to it. And he was stoned and beaten and eventually beheaded. Like, Happy Valentine's Day, you lost your head. But that's a day that we recognize that great fearlessness of doing God's work, right? Clay says, great expression of uniting around Christ's love here as many churches are coming together to be present within our city. And that's right. One of the things I love about United Methodism in particular is that we're connectional, which is a fancy way of saying that we're all in this together, right? Whether you're going to Asbury United Methodist Church or Lakeview or downtown Shreveport, First Methodist in Bossier, we're all connected and we're all in this together. Which is really great, right? All of our clergy are connected, all of our members are connected, which means we can be an amazing global community across the world. The Methodist Church is the largest Protestant denomination on the planet, and that's a really cool thing. So anyway, we're hanging here at Flying Heart Brewery, and we actually do have some folks coming in. And I wasn't going to Facebook Live while also receiving prayers. That's a little weird. And a little invasive. So we're going to sign off now. It's right at noon. We're going to be here until 1 o'clock. So come and hang out with us at Flying Heart or on the downtown Rhino over in Shreveport. And I hope you have a blessed Ash Wednesday and also Valentine's Day, where we celebrate God's great love for us and God's love for all of us as we remember what God has done for us, and as we remember that we're not here forever and that today is precious. Every relationship is precious. Every breath that we take is a gift. So come and join us. We'll be here till around 1 o'clock, either at Flying Heart or at downtown Rhino, and hope you have a blessed day. Ciao. See you later.